Hope everyone's having a good weekend, and the runners are off. Opening up here is Ninja Village, the first intro screen of the messenger. This is where you're a ninja hanging out in a tree, avoiding, studies. But today you think, what the heck, I'll attend the history lesson. The Elder's feeding you some line about how demons are going to come back and attack the village, and how a Western hero is going to save us at the last second, but you don't buy into that. You're training all day, you're bored, and you decide to head over, and this guy says, hey, practice our clan's technique, the Cloud Step. That's when you hit anything mid-air in this game, including a projectile later in the game. You'll get those lines under the ninja's feet, which lets you do another jump. So you see here, Entu can actually go over the screen with the Cloud Step. And just like the Elder said, he told you, those demons, they came back and they're attacking. And you're the last ninja in your clan standing. He had the sense to dodge the attack. Now you're facing off against the Demon King, just in time for the Western hero to show.
He doesn't do much though, for the moment. Just repels the incoming attack. There's actually RNG right there to get either 0, 1, or 2 shards. Don't know about Piranha, but Entu got 1, so doesn't change much, but it's always good to get a 2 spare.
That's right. About 40% chance when they die to get a shard or not. Those time shards, we'll use them later. Both runners want to get up to 40 shards on this next segment on their way to the first shop. That'll allow them to get the Strike of the Ninja upgrade, which lets them hit enemy projectiles. So for now, going into the first zone, Autumn Hills, you'll see it just tight platforming, pretty straightforward. But, some of the tightest execution in the game. So they're going to have to jump over a couple sets of fireballs since they don't have that strike.
And right off in this first stage, we're gonna see some damage boosts actually, which are gonna come in not that often throughout the course of the run, but a lot of them happen in this stage actually.
Tight jumps, skipping those corners, jumping over the fire. Runners are gonna catch this platform for just an instant and head down to the first shop. PiranhaPig has enough that he can take a short hop and go right down to the shop. Entu has to go to the wall, so PP takes the lead. And just like that, with a wall climb, Entu is taking the lead. Again, very simple, straightforward, jumping against the wall. By the way, that shop gave us the ability to climb walls now like a ninja guy. And now we're going fast. First damage boost of the game coming up, the Spike Pit. They'll either be bounced right or left depending on where they hit the spikes. We see there, unfortunately, PiranhaPig gets bounced left and has to wait for the platform. First underwater sequence. First time viewers will notice that the audio muffles as going underwater. The sound engineers of Sabotage Studios did a very good job here.
So Entu so far with a small lead, but it's nothing that PiranhaPig will be afraid of. It's something that you can catch up over time with just great platforming and movement in general, so it's nothing to be afraid of for PiranhaPig.
No, I feel he's an experienced enough runner. He's not going to get too tilted and let that impact his gameplay since it's still so early in the game.
Actually, PiranhaPig does not take the second solid damage boost. He might probably go for the Tower Spike damage boost. And Entu goes for it as well. And PiranhaPig, he misses barely, gets pushed back by the damage.
That's unfortunate. It's going to be a minor setback for PiranhaPig. But again, still so early in the game that he can come back.
And PiranhaPig, trying to dodge the fireball, just goes into this second option, which is falling straight down on Pike's. Really unfortunate, but that's going to be his first death right here.
We meet our friend Corbel, that little mini red demon. He's a great demon and has a magic ring which can reverse time when the messenger... as recompense, he will take some of the messenger's shards and eat them, although this gives him some acid reflux. It is a better option than dying entirely and starting from the beginning.
And Entu so far running through Autumn Hills with no setbacks at all.
Some PP rage in the chat, very appropriate. He can still come back. Anything can happen in these races. He's going to go for the damage boost again and try to redeem himself with the spikes. For spike. Ditches out. That's smart.
That's a very ironic game file name.
Cursed by the file name. Entu coming up to the first shop here with over 130 shards, so he's in position to buy the Shuriken upgrade as well as Second Wind, which lets you, when you get hit, press the jump input to reduce your knock and actually jump in there. This is going to be quintessential to getting the high Ruxin pattern successful for the next stage boss. This guy is a bush. He's a golem made of bush. There's a lot of golems in this game. You're just going to run forward and slash, and once he throws his bush shield away, you're going to slash him with the shuriken and keep spamming. If anybody remembers the Chrono Trigger soda chugging challenge, if you're good at that, you'll be getting the bush no problem. So very good for Entu. We're going to see a pretty quick Autumn Hills exit here. 6:15, high 6:15 I'm calling it.
I think so as well.
For those wondering, one of the best times for this level is a 6:13. So this is Forlorn Temple. We don't see it for very long. Basically, there was a bridge that was destroyed, so instead of crossing into the temple and challenging the Demon King, we're going to fall down here and see our first Phobkin friend. His name is Necro because he's afraid of the dead, so ironically, he's found in the cap.
We're going to see a lot of cycles there.
Very clean jump over that skeleton in the first cycle of the game. So moving objects like crushers, they'll move depending on when you enter the room, and enemies will start moving when they enter your screen. So minor difference, but when you execute a room perfectly from the beginning, you'll know what position the crushers are going to be in. First introduction of our friend Ruxton. He's going to be the level boss. Just throwing some minor enemies at us. Thinks that'll slow us. PiranhaPig has to do a recovery because he's going to miss the one cycle, but he was able to jump up to the Leaf Golem's pattern, making a very smart time, making the best of a bad situation, finishing that boss for something like a 740 autumn. 737. He can work with that.
Another great first cycle for Entu.
Yep, weaving right past these crushers. Then get slowed down by either the two saws underwater or the fire demons on the... if you catch these platforms here and you're going in the same direction as them, they'll actually give you a small speed boost. Easily missing that crush. He may go for a damage boost on the spikes here or choose to wait it out. He goes right for it. So his next option is going to be go through a couple of rooms and pick up a health drop from a lantern that's only 2 seconds out of the way. Ultimately, this is faster because it will enable him to get a damage boost after the next appearance of Rux. Quick kills and platform drops, delivering 3 blows to that block. He's able to progress and see Ruxton again. Hi, Rux! There is RNG with these Wizrobe enemies. When they choose to teleport, like that third guy, he will go to a random position. Not too good, not the worst thing we've seen. Taking just a little bit damage, he has 4 health. That's enough to take 3 from the spikes and progress without waiting for the platform.
So far, very good recovery by Entu. Very good movement as well. Very clean. Nothing much else to say about this run so far. It's very good.
Piranha seems to be having a pretty excellent catacombs to try to make up for that autumn.
It looks like Commentator's Curse was just sent on Entu. A bit slower room, but nothing really intense.
We'll see if we've cursed him for Crusher Room, where he has to move almost perfectly to mix this cycle, and he is going to make...
Makes it very nice.
Very efficient. PiranhaPig going for the same double damage boost strategy. He gets the health, gets hit by a fireball. He still has 1 health to spare. If he gets hit one more he can't go for that damage boost.
And there he goes, Entu entering Ruxton. Let's hope he gets good RNG with a high Rux.
If he goes high, Entu will gain 10 seconds. If he goes low, he will lose 10 seconds. We have a low Rux. One hit, but he has a predictable pattern to hit him just like this, and he'll go high right now. So Entu jumps out and takes damage boost, and then slashes the acid rain to get onto Ruxton's platform, where he opens up a can of fierce speeding.
And on the other screen, we see PiranhaPig struggling to avoid every bit of damage. Loses a bit of time, but makes it possible to get the damage boost at least in the other room.
So far, really good catacombs for both runners. Low Ruxton can be frustrating, but it's not a killer by any means. Here we have the Bamboo Forest stage, Bamboo Creek, home of the Bamboo Boys. Entu singing about Chinese food in his head, no doubt. He's gonna throw a shuriken to open that gate. And then dealing with water slowing you down, very unfortunate. He's going to get through this room, slash this Fireball Demon's attack, and then throw 2 shurikens to ultimately hit that switch and make it through. Let's see what PiranhaPig gets from Ruxton. It's a high Ruxton! Very nice.
Finally gets a chance to breathe after all these happenings. Sorry.
And he's going to jump over this tree here, which, although he sort of goes on the top of the screen, is not out of bounds. And coming up next, we have a difficult skip named after Entu, where he is going to slash off of that turtle and then hit a projectile mid-air to perform a one-tile jump at the...
And surprisingly enough, he doesn't get it. Very precise movement.
Well, if a trick is named after you, it seems almost a requirement that you're not going to get it all the time. However, very clean steel hard jump and follow. It's a loss that right now he can afford to take. His next challenge is going to be making sure that he has 251 time shards for the drop down the water.
It looks like he's going to have plenty.
He'll be fine. And that's going to set him up to have at least 275 shards when he enters the first shop in Howling Grotto. So you notice the cool effect how the waterfall gets louder and the zone music drops out entirely. And then quiet. This is the boss of the Bamboo Creek.
Does it flawlessly?
Very clean execution. Entering now a cave network created by kind of a species long ago that worshipped wind as a kind of a god. You get a wingsuit that's going to let you navigate some of this wind here. Entu is also picking up an ability to do a boost out of water, which we're going to see once in this level, and that's it for this run. And he's also going to get the ability to attack from the wingsuit, which is that. Entering into the spike drop room, if executed perfectly, he can drop down here without deploying a squirrel suit. He does it once for safety.
Yeah, I'd rather lose a really small amount of time by wingsuiting than taking 3 damage at those spikes.
Absolutely the right decision there. Getting hit by the turtle, much more preferable.
So yeah, for the ones who missed it, PP died trying to avoid a fireball and actually landed on spikes, so real unfortunate. Set him back a bit behind Entu, but he's going in.
We have our first hay coming up. That's all the developers screaming hay. Entu makes the most difficult skip in this room, skipping the second, fearlessly jumping over the turtle. That is very impressive execution.
just shows that Entu's not holding anything back right now. He's going all out.
He really is. Base nerves do not seem to be affecting him at the moment. Here's the water boost. He's going to get the momentum from that and jump out of the water to continue it into the next. PP takes damage from spikes, so he does the smart thing and takes the wind tunnel instead. Not going to risk another. Very clean ascent from Entu. We're going to hear the hay one more time at the end of this level. And with the pace he's on, it should be in the shop room.
Very good analysis.
Nope. Hey, skip. Nobody heard the A. Very impressive room from Entu. PP is just finishing Donkey Kong room. And Entu enters the Emerald Golem. He's going to have to damage boost through this fist and hit that smash ball 7 times, then go to the edge of the room and hit it with a shuriken to activate the wind phase. This is going to give him more uptime to beat the hell out of that Emerald Golem right there. That's the spirit that's controlling the golem, of course. He's going to jump back down, another damage boost. Opts for the safety strat. Smart. Takes the damage there, doesn't matter. And he is on track for a 2-cycle. PiranhaPig gets a clean water boost for execution, very nice. Does not die in that frustrating room. And Entu enters the second phase of the Emerald Golem.
It does not go his way, but he still manages to get a really fast kill.
Slight time loss with the golem not choosing to go left, but not the worst thing either. So it turns out it was supposedly a big misunderstanding. As the golem claims, he was just digging and the messenger attacked him out of nowhere, assuming that the golem meant him. In truth, this golem has killed many messengers, so try not to feel too much pity. Now we have the Quillshroom Marsh, which is a horrifying marsh filled with fungus that likes to throw their heads at you. And fungus that like to shoot needles at you.
No,
You'll notice the mushrooms are singing in the background as well as the lantern.
Yeah, they can be very creepy at times. And you'll notice surely in the room coming up right now, if you want to explain to Cal, it's something about this room, it's very long and there's a bit of a strat you can do there, right?
It's a really nice room for practicing your cloud steps. I'm glad you brought that up. If you're attacking a lantern as you're descending and then slash and jump, you can get a double lantern jump. And this is a really good technique to practice for any kind of going fast. You'll see Entu is opting to just use a squirrel suit here. He's already got a firm grasp of the double lantern jump. Doesn't really need to practice it there, but you can weave in and out, and it's a really effective technique.
Wow. He
uses the bird there to easily skip over that quick drop for the checkpoint, and just like that, he manages to gain excellent height, making a clean ascent in the next room, where unfortunately he gets hit by those spores, but it doesn't matter.
On the other screen, while Entu does his beautiful, very good speed and everything, PiranhaPig actually dies to the golem, really unfortunate once again.
Not like this.
Indeed.
Here's hoping that he will go secure the clean 2-cycle and put that golem to bed so he can join Entu in the marsh. Here, Entu's going to get height to throw 2 shurikens, one killing the demon, the other hitting the switch to open the gate. Very clean ninja execution. PP has a very safe 2-cycle, and he's just going to shred that golem when he gets down. Golem is going to go right. That's unfortunate, but ultimately, he's done with being in Grotto. He's moving on to the... Let's get a round of applause for PP. Let's go, PP!
He still needs our support for sure.
At this point, it would almost necessitate a death on Entu's part, but I wish no commentators.
I think that's exactly how you do a commentator's curse, though.
Precisely. This room has some interesting execution where if he goes through perfectly, and so far he's on a great track, he's going to be able to jump off of that wall, catch that lantern cloud step, and jump over the spikes seamlessly. Our room is scary because with proper speedrun strats, he will always be on like 3 HP going into the... So any spike contact will kill you. Alright, first encounter to the Queen of Quills. He's going to knock her off that ring to stun her and then just deliver free damage, dodging her, letting her get back up in the air because she's going to come back down and pull out her whip. Entu lets her get up using his new technique. Very exciting stuff.
I'm glad to see it in a race. That's amazing.
The man said it was consistent. Over on PP's screen, you will see that he's doing the double lantern jump very effectively to get through the really long room.
It is very long.
Alright, entering Searing Crags. Entu only has this zone and 2 more to go. He's going to enter the shop here and pick up the rope dart. The shopkeeper quips that some will call it a grappling hook, but it is a rope dart. It enables you to grab to walls, enemies, other such thing, like the rings you need here to progress. He also picked up health and the ability for enemies to drop health when they die.
And this is also a stage where movement gets a lot faster with the use of the rope dart. You can you can get better movement in almost every room by using it to your advantage.
Frustrating elevator skip. You see that Entu uses the screen reset to put that back in the right position. No pupa slide today. That's for the best. Sticking with safety strats only.
Another
He's going to
skip
jump
coming
and
up.
slash this stalactite. Yep, and jump right up very clean. Slight hiccup at the end, but I like that climb.
There's another skip coming up for Entu. Which pretty much has the same mechanic, using a projectile or an enemy or whatever to jump up to the room right above.
Very clean execution. Entu saying, I don't need these shuriken. And let's see if PP should be going for basically the same kind of speed. Counting out his hits. That's 17 hits, I believe, and then he's going to follow her up into the air. And he achieves the exact same quick queen kill.
As Entu enters the Searing Crags boss fight.
Oh yes, Kolos and Susus. Together they form Colossus. You'll have to reduce both of their HP to 1 before you can progress. When they tag out, there is a small opportunity to hit both of them, as well as when they do team combo. You'll see in the background that Susus has stars over his head because he is done with it. So Entu is just waiting for the swap out for them to end the fight.
And so far, Entu gets the best RNG possible for Searing Crags, Colossus and Susus, and gets a quick kill.
You saw a lot of him spamming the rope dart there. When he's doing that, he has a small amount of invincibility frames, which enabled him to stay kind of in the boss frame, constantly dealing damage and repositioning. Very impressive execution.
And Entu now enters Glacial Peak.
Let's get shovel please in chat.
Exactly, shovel
Sour please, any dancing emote you got, because this zone music kicks ass. Very clean first room from Entu. He's just flying through with that rope. This is kind of where the game puts together all the toys it's giving you so far and sees how far you can run with it.
And it's such a fun stage to go through as well. It's often seen as a reward for the runners.
I've never reset on Glacial.
Very clean ascent from Entu.
PP unfortunately missing that skip and crash. He's gonna have to go for the backup rope dart ring. Small hiccup from Entu as well, but a couple of hiccups.
That'll lose him quite a bit of time, but at the pace PiranhaPig is behind, it shouldn't be much alarming.
I don't know what it's like in Entu's head right now. He could think that PiranhaPig could be.
Yeah, he has no idea
in
right
the
now.
same room. So these hiccups are still going to be sort of a mental strain for the runner to endure as they go fast.
But so far does not seem to affect Entu in any way as he goes through these rooms really fast. Let's take a bit of damage here and there, but nothing can really put him down, to be honest.
Don't say that.
Well, so far, I mean.
He's gonna go for Dragon and die. He goes for it. He makes it. That's the Dragon style. Dropping through the platforms. If you hookshot one of those platforms, then it will drag you to your death. However, we see nothing but a clean last ascent. And Entu is moving on to the Tower of Time, the final zone of this run.
There PP goes, killing Colossus and Suses.
Well, they're not dead. They just wanted to work out with the ninja, but Colossus and Zeus's max is just the ninja's warm-up, so they tapped out. Shovel and Sour Please again for PP. Although we'll be hearing tower music. Tower music is also good. Let's hope PP has an excellent ascent.
And so far, in Syrian Cracks, PP has been able to make a lot of time save.
You have to respect the tenacity that he's shown. He knows Entu is a very fast, competent runner, but he's still giving it his all.
Very respectable.
As Rambo said, it's never over!
Yes, perfect quote for this moment.
Very good use of the crushers. That doesn't get like an optimal kind of arrangement, but doesn't get smushed. So that's the most important thing. My heart if he got smushed there. Alright, let's see if the Wizrobe spawn camp him with this. Nope, they do not. He has pretty good bolt. He's going to wall kick off of this third platform and skip a laser cycle. He misses it with the squirrel suit, so he stays safe. It's a good adjustment. Slashing crystals through the wall, he's able to very cleanly skip that crusher cycle at the end.
It's a very optimized room right there for Entu. And he will be able to, first of all, get the first cycle, but also get a laser skip in the ascent of this room.
Very good. You hear the rope dart going crazy. He's actually using the rope dart to assist his climbing. I did not know you could rope dart there. He's going to rope dart this ceiling as well to make a clean drop through the spikes. And he is right on his way to the next checkpoint. and everybody's least favorite room of the tower. Taking careful care not to hug onto the walls when he comes out of these crystals. He's gonna have to slash each of these pink crystals and make it out flawlessly without letting any of their timers lap. Jumping into an eye, taking a laser, rope darting a lantern, he gets out with 1 HP. He's going to fearlessly charge through these whiz ropes instead of waiting for a platform. This room, lovingly referred to as Time Waster Room, has a where he's going to slash this crystal through the wall and skip 2 of those cells.
The final room before the boss.
It's a very good climb. More intimidating than difficult, but mistakes are possible and devastating. Here he meets the 3 Wizrobes who want to test him. They're going to form Magic Arcane Voltron, or Arcane Sigma if you're a Mega Man X fan. And he's going to have to fight this big arcane mech. There are many golems in this game.
And Entu will use here as he fights the Arcane Golem the same mechanic as in the Colossus fight. Using his rope dart to get those iframes in order to avoid damage.
Yeah, you'll see those orbs actually do hurt him. But because he's keeping the rope dart going, he can stay sort of in the hit frame
And
relatively safely and securing the win.
GG to Entu, and we're gonna watch as Poop finishes his Tower of Time.
Alright, let's get a lot of support in the chat for
I'm sorry,
PiranhaPig, not Poopa.
Not Poopa.
And extend an invite to Entu for interview.
I mean, I just looked at the time and assumed it was Poopa running. Maybe.
That's shade.
Shots fired at Poopa. I'm sorry, man.
Piranha using the same rope darts there to drop through the spike. Other than these saw blades, I don't believe he will see another spike.
He will go for a safest strat.
That's commendable.
Oh, very, very much.
First try, very clean execution. Welcome Entu.
Yo, what's up?
Very good race. How are you feeling?
I wasn't feeling very good on that one. I was really frustrated, actually, but it was good enough.
What part would you say frustrated you the most, to be honest? From looking at it, it was a really clean run. You had a couple of hiccups here and there, but nothing too alarming, so I'm kind of interested in hearing that.
Well, I don't know, my movement in, like, Autumn Hills was good, but it was bad in Catacombs, and then missed N2 skip in, I mean, the only other decent level I think I had Howling Grotto was alright.
Getting a haste skip there.
Yeah, did I? My volume was, like, really low. And then
You did.
Yeah, I think the most frustrating part for me was the platform, spike platform.
Krags was pretty sick. Cooney is
Yeah.
right. Your Colossus fight was legendary.
Yeah, that was almost 5 seconds faster, actually. I almost had, like, God RNG.
Very clean arcane from PP. Very, very clean. GG.
GG, Piranha.
Let's see if we can get him here for an interview as well.
And then I've been missing the, which one is it? The 2C jump. Like, I used to get that so easy, and I've had a lot of trouble, like, the last couple days with it.
God, what was
At least I didn't get hit by the laser.
What an embarrassment of a run that was.
Piranha!
What matters is that you finished it, buddy. We're very proud of
Dude,
you. NASA for
everything-
carrying through.
Everything in me just said, just forfeit, man. Just
did
forfeit
not.
and stop.
I'm
Stop
happy you didn't
this
forfeit.
Terrible
Yeah,
run.
glad you didn't, man.
I love you, buddy.
Ugh.
All of you. We're here for you. Community supports you, and we're glad you.
What is this, therapy?
It feels
Oh,
rough.
God.
This is an
Yeah, it
intervention.
does. Well, at least you got an insane run, Entu. Congratulations.
So 32 in a race is something to be proud of.
Yeah, I don't think I got a 32.02 last time, so it's at least the lowest I've had in the tournament, so that's good.
That's good.
I felt bad, Piranha, because I had the stream like up a little bit, and I saw that I didn't see where you died.
Okay, so let me explain a
but
little
I
bit.
saw that you did die.
In Autumn Hills, I died at the worst spot because I died just in front of the checkpoints where you'd have to go through the water again. First,
That's what- yeah, I thought-
I failed Spike Tower, and then afterwards, I thought I would land on a fireball, so I just let myself drop, and then I fell into spikes, which killed me.
No. Oh,
And
that's
then
where
I
you died then.
also died on Emerald Golem Phase 2.
No, that's like a minute almost.
It was
Yeah.
heartbreaking. The lot of
And,
it.
I guess at least I kept up a decent pace since then, like 3 minutes behind after 2 of the worst deaths possible. I got your Queen of Quill strat too, by the way, which is good.
Nice. She went left on mine. Did she at least go right
Yeah.
on yours? Or
No, I just went left too.
it's still
Got
that was the
kill.
first time I had it in a run, so it was still like a 1.5 second save at least for me.
Alright. And Piranha, I'm wondering, what was going through your head in that first death? Like,
At first I was just like,
yeah, I feel that.
there
I
was
feel
no coherent thoughts. It was just groans like, why? How?
that. Yeah, because it's a room like as runners we go through easily every run, and
Yeah.
to have a death happen like that, it's just think to yourself like, why
It
did
just
this happen?
crushes, like, it actually
Yeah.
just crushes you.
Yeah, I
mentally.
understand that.
It
Your
just
hopes and
makes you like
dreams.
give up, like instantly. I don't know. It's not the best.
And what was your time on Cool Shroom and Searing Crags?
I just reset, so I don't know.
Oh,
I'd
okay.
have to check. I'd have to check back.
But they looked like pretty good stages, to be honest. Like you caught up a bit of your time.
Yeah, I had a pretty decent Searing Crags and Coolstrom. Actually, I think I saved some time on Searing Crags,
Nice.
but
That's the place where I
not
usually
3
can.
minutes.
Not 3 minutes. No, that'd be impressive.
That would be impressive.
That might be like a negative Crags,
Yeah.
the stage at least.
Hey, thanks for commentating.
Hey, that was a lot of fun.
No problem. Thank you for raising.
Yeah, thanks for the great race, both of you. Even though stuff like that happens, but we saw some other great stuff from you, Piranha. In the other stages, it was really good for both
It's
of
a
you.
really good queen.
I had my moments.
You did, you really did. So, any
Anyway.
finishing thoughts, boys?
Just thanks
I
for
should-
commentating, at least for me, guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Hey, good job to you
Thanks.
guys.
And well played, Ensu.
Thank you, sir.
Well played, guys. Thank you, Speed Gaming, for hosting us, and everybody. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.
See ya.